friends, it's Jules from Mom and Baby on the Move. Oh, Teddy doesn't think you're going to be able to hear me. I was whispering because our friends at Saint Laurent Shopping Center thought it would be a great idea if I shared some of my favorite yoga-inspired Sleepytime moves for you to do with your littles or all by yourself on the off chance that your children ever go to sleep. So I want you to join me on the mat, grab a blanket or a stuffy or a sweater, anything that makes you feel cozy. And hey, you can even do this in your bed. You remember your bed, right? It's that big thing in your room that you probably never get to be in again. All right, join me on the mat and let's have some stress-free time together. I'll see you there. Thanks for joining. The first thing I want you to do is sit in a comfortable position. This will be different for everyone. If crossing your legs or your ankles doesn't feel good for you to do so, then don't do it. Open up your legs and create some space. The first thing I want you to do is close down the eyes if it feels comfortable for you to do so. And if it doesn't, just think about relaxing the space in between your brow. I also like to think about melting and softening the skin in my face. If you're chilly, don't forget to grab a sweater or a blanket at any time. Please go at your own perfect pace, and I hope that you feel amazing throughout this practice. I want you to start with nice breaths. We're going to do ocean breathing, or the victorious breath. You're going to take a big inhale through the nose, and then open up the mouth and make an ocean sound. Take a big breath in again. And let the day go this far. Let it go. Whatever's happened so far today, let's just focus on you and I hanging out together with Teddy and maybe some cute little ones. On your next inhale, I want you to draw the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale and cascade those shoulders down towards your mat. On your next inhale, bring those arms all the way overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, drop hands down to heart center. From here, drop the forehead down towards the fingertips. And when you feel comfortable to do so, take a nice big sip of air through the nose. Exhale and bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, circle those arms overhead, and this time let's rain them down so that they fall with grace towards your mat. Let's leave the left hand on the mat and travel that right hand all the way overhead. Gaze comes towards the mat as we reach over the body. If it feels good to do so, point your gaze down towards the mat. Maybe you want a deeper stretch in the side body, so maybe you come down onto your forearm, open up that top shoulder, really reach through that arm, and maybe open and close the hands a few times. Now this time as we take our breath, we're going to circle around the front of the body and moving on to the other side. Right hand gently on the mat, and left hand extending over top our head. Again, gaze is going to fall wherever it feels good to do so. And let's open and close those hands a few more times. When you're ready, swoop that left hand down all the way across the front body, placing your hands on your knees, dropping your chin to your chest, pressing gently into your knees and rolling up one vertebra at a time. We're going to set up for a nice seated calf cow. So when I exhale and forward fold, chin towards the chest, navel to the spine, my elbows flare out to the side. And when I'm ready to do my favorite first cow, I'm going to allow my elbows to drop down towards my ribs and my shoulders stay low. Again, exhale, navel to the spine, elbows come forward, and inhale, shine that heart center forward, up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, and really allow the chest to open up. Imagine that beautiful light shining right out of your heart, bursting forward because we're all so happy to be here together. Take another inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale and travel those shoulders down. Maybe we'll funk them out a little. Terrific. From here, I want you to open up those legs a little bit wider, but we're going to keep the feet together, touching. Let's get those toes to touch and the soles of the feet to touch as we sit in cobbler's pose. Now take a second to stay nice and tall through the spine, and take your thumbs and place them in the arches of the feet and give yourself a beautiful massage. One of the greatest gifts we can do is touching our bodies and letting them know that we love them. It feels good to give yourself a massage, so I encourage you to practice. Practice makes super perfect, and the fun thing about practicing self-massage is that it feels good no matter what you do. So let's travel the thumbs down towards the heels now, and maybe press into the heels with intention, and then we'll travel the palms, the feet, all the way up, those thumbs all the way up, and now give your toes a squeeze. Press your toes with your thumb and your first finger, right there. So nice. From here, we're gonna keep our legs open, but we're going to extend our arms overhead. Really reach up and nice and high. And I want you to lift up and over as we exhale forward, fold over those bent legs without any intention to get down towards the floor. We want to think long, and hopefully you're now feeling a delicious stretch in that lower back. Inhale to lengthen, and then when you're ready, exhale, rain the fingers down towards the floor. And when they reach the floor, press into the finger pads and walk the fingers back up in towards the body as you round that upper back so we can meet again in a nice tall seated position. Let's do that one more time. Thumbs are going to go behind the ears now to make sure we're nice and long and tall. Inhale to lift, exhale. And just allow the body to fall into one another. Belly to thighs, chest towards the floor. Gaze is where you feel length in the neck. And then again, exhale, crumple down, forehead towards your feet. And allow the weight of the body to be felt through the head as I crawl myself back up into a nice seated position. Let's gently draw the knees together. I'm going to turn, scoot myself to the long end of the mat. And then when you're ready, you're either going to crawl gently one vertebrae at a time down onto your mat, or I'm going to crawl back up till I can show you a different position to be in. I'm just going to bring my forearms down so I can stay here for a moment in a modified fish position. Squeeze my shoulder blades and lift up through the hips, arching the back just slowly and bringing the chin off the chest, only if it feels good to do so. When you're ready, exhale, draw the hips and the ribs together as you gently allow the spine to find itself into the floor. Let's draw the heels in towards the glutes, and we'll extend our hands out to the side, Texas T. From here, we're going to set up for bridge position. Our bridge today is just a gentle flow, just to get the muscles relaxed around the spine, the lower back, and the glutes. So we won't be holding our bridge today, we'll be flowing with breath. I want you to inhale as you lift your hips up to your own perfect height. This is all about you, my loves. And then we're going to exhale and drop the tailbone down towards the mat. Inhale to lift. And exhale to float. Now, if you're making a bridge and there's a little one around, maybe you do want to hold your bridge up nice and high and they can have fun crawling underneath. But while your bridge is up, make sure that the weight of the body is felt through the upper back and never the neck. You can always just check in with that neck, shaking a little no with your head. And gently, when you're ready, drop that tailbone down towards the floor. All right, bringing both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a beautiful compressed hug. So press in the shins, press the thighs towards the chest. Make sure the shoulders are nice and low, and enjoy some self-love right here. This should feel really, really nice. All right, let's drop those heels back down to the ground, maybe with a thud. Sometimes those thuds feel great. So let's draw the knees back in together towards the chest and extend heels back down gently or with a thud. From here, once again, we're going to extend our hands out in opposite direction, and I want you to windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Again, everything should feel relaxed, unhurried, and at your own perfect pace. So I like to inhale as I drop my legs to one side, exhale as I come to center, and inhale to the other side. All right, from here, let's extend our legs long. Toes are pointing back towards the body, and extend your hands all the way overhead. Big breath in. Now exhale as you reach your fingertips away from your heels. The energy of the body draws through your heels, and we're getting long in the spine, creating space in between the vertebrae. Now release, drop the toes over to the side, and drop those arms down in a relaxed, modified cactus. I want you to imagine that all the muscles of the body are just pulling away from the bones and slipping into the floor. Let's inhale with intention, flex the feet, and exhale, release. One more time, allowing everything to fall into the earth. Extend your legs long again, this time drawing the right knee in towards the chest and flexing the right foot. Nice. Now let's flex the left leg and rotate at the right angle. A few times to the right, a few times to the left. From here, inhale to set up, and then exhale, take that right knee and travel it towards your right shoulder, opening up through the hips. Take a big, beautiful breath in here. And think about being warm through the pelvis and through the hips, and exhale. Let it go. Returning that leg to center. If it feels good to do so, you're going to extend that leg up towards the ceiling and point and flex and point and flex the toes. Now when we're not together, you can do this as many times as it feels good to do so. When you're ready, bend the right knee in towards the chest, bring the left knee in towards it, and again, exhale and squeeze and give yourself a delicious hug. You deserve to be restful, and you deserve to relax. Now let's extend the right leg long, keep the left leg in, and rotate at the ankle. From here, inhale to set up, exhale, and draw that left knee towards the left shoulder. If it feels good, you can hold on to the leg with both hands, or you can release that hand down. All about relaxation right now. And when you're ready, bring both knees in towards the chest and give me some beautiful circles with those knees. Exhale as you bring the knees up towards the chest. Inhale as you extend them far away. This should feel excellent in that lower back. We use that lower back a lot when we lift things up. As new parents, you're lifting things up all the time. Let's go the other direction. And release. Let's point and flex the toes. And release our hands down once again in opposite direction. When you're ready, drop gently both knees over to the right side for a nice spinal twist. This is excellent for digestion, for the lower back, for the obliques. If this isn't enough of a stretch for you, you can extend the front foot, and you can look out behind your left shoulder if that feels good to do so. Otherwise, continue your gaze forward and allow yourself to feel the body coming closer to the floor. One more breath in, and exhale to center. When you're ready, dropping your knees to the other side. This is my favorite direction because I get to keep looking at you. Now you'll notice my shoulder traveling up towards the ceiling, and without forcing it, I just want it to know that it should be able to just travel towards the floor. Inhale here. And just let it go. Let's bring ourselves back to center. And once again, let's try to imagine that we're getting every square inch of our back into the ground. Tip your pelvis forward a little bit. Just bring those hips forward a little bit and feel the tailbone have some more connection onto the mat if that feels good to do so. And now open up your knees to the side. Now, if this is where your beautiful baby, happy baby Buddha, say that 10 times, feels good for you, then you're going to stay here for your happy baby. Otherwise, you can reach up and grab the outer portions, outer sides of the feet, and gently allow the legs to feel weighted and open a little bit further. If this doesn't feel good to do so, you're going to flip your hands into the arch, and again, allow the arms to weight the legs open, but only if it feels good to do so. And maybe you will take this opportunity to bend and straighten those legs one at a time, encouraging some playfulness into your practice, always. And when you're ready, we're going to drop the heels down towards one another, bringing our knees together, hands resting at the floor with the palms up, and extend those legs up towards the ceiling. This is legs up the wall pose, but it's modified because you're not at a wall. This is an excellent pose to get into up against a wall as well, because it creates circulation within the legs, especially if you're standing a lot during the day and it's humid out, then you want to make sure that you're in this position to get some relaxation and some recirculation in the legs. Let's point the toe and flex and point and flex and point and flex. All right, drawing the knees into the chest, dropping the heels to the mat, and extending those legs out long. Now allow the toes to flop in opposite direction, and place your hands down, your arms down, but palms up. Just want to open and close those palms a few more times, just to make sure that we're not holding any stress or tension. Now, if you feel comfortable to do so, I'd like you to close down your eyes, and I'd like you to return your breath to normal. As you breathe in and out, I want you to think about me placing a beautiful, warm, comfortable blanket across your forehead. And every time you exhale, I want you to imagine that I have unwrapped that blanket and I'm putting it further and further down your body. So inhale and exhale and feel me unfold the blanket on your face, down your chest. It feels comfortable and good and warm. And now it's down past your hips and your thighs. You're feeling the warmth and the heaviness of the blanket, and it just feels like a giant, lovely hug. Now that blanket is covering your toes and you feel good and comfortable about it. And now take the biggest breath you've taken all day through the nose and open your mouth. Take that tongue if you feel comfortable and let it roll down your chin with a great big audible lion's breath. Roll over onto your preferred side. Draw the knees up into the fetal position. Take that left hand or that top hand and assist yourself up into a seated position. Take a big breath in. Bring the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale and drop those shoulders down. Take your right hand and put it on your left shoulder. Take your left hand and put it on your right shoulder. Give a gentle squeeze. That, my friends, is a hug from me and all my friends at Saint Laurent to all of you. Mwah! Namaste and sweet dreams. We love you. Mwah!